So my Karen Bender grandma had mentioned in my previous story is trying to sell her summer house. She lives in a complex filled with single houses that all have gardens and a street in the middle that directly leads down to the beach. So all neighbors are plenty close to each other. Despite the fences, it's hard to get privacy in the gardens. One of the neighbors is a married old couple, and actually the old lady is a longtime friend of my grandma that I've always addressed as auntie. She is the sweetest lady, typical angel neighborhood grandma that brightens your day just by smiling at you and offers compliments out of nowhere. Her husband, however, is literally the opposite. A crazy old geezer that everyone hates and is scared of. It's sad really because he does not deserve her at all. One time we visited Auntie and saw her with a huge bruise on her face. Keep in mind these two are really old in their 70s. So we were shocked to see an old lady get such a bruise out of nowhere and she hadn't even went to the hospital. All she told us was this: "Oh, it's nothing. I had set the dinner table and I was eating, but my husband punched me out of nowhere and the spoon in my mouth caused the bruise. It's fine." I must have forgotten he did not like bell pepper. I can't even remember what she exactly said because it was so horrifying, but something along the lines. My blood ran cold with the nonchalance in her voice. I am beyond pissed and want to go over to give him 10 times more the bruises, but I really am not close with them, so I'd what to do. Also, before you bombard us with suggestions, we live in Turkey. Femicides are extremely common, and nobody is ever convicted for killing wives or girlfriends, or even random people who were just guilty of rejecting unwanted advances. Thanks a lot, current political climate. Her kids are also pissed, but they also do not know what to do. I guess it's hard to stand up to the abuser you grew up with no matter how old you get or have kids of your own. Anyways, the main story I came here to tell was this. So like I said, my grandma is selling her home. She does not visit there during these months since it is her summer home. She is currently staying with us, and real estate agents constantly bring people to her house to give a tour, which is not very often BC thanks to the current economy. It's hard selling houses, so a couple had come for a tour on one of these days, and this Karen Grandpa saw them and immediately seized the chance to act out some more evil. Grandma's selling that house to move closer to us in the city, and also because she wants to help financially with my masters. He knows this because his wife and my grandma are besties. He also has no reason to sell his house. He is a demented old geezer who just lives to do evil at this point. So Karen watches the potential buyers like a hawk, and just like he waited for the buyers to do, they asked the real estate agent to leave them off to tour the complex by themselves. The agent says okay and leaves them be fucking idiot. Karen seizes the opportunity to call out to them to talk a bit. His wife is also out of town, so nobody to stop him now. He starts showing off his better renovated house that has a bigger garden than ours. Really butters the buyers up. Trash talks my grandma and calls her an evil old lady who would highball them during selling. Asks how much we're selling for and offers ridiculously less to the buyers. His wife called my grandma to apologize today because this fucker told her what he did to brag for some reason. Brag about stealing a client, selling a house without having to hire those soul-sucking money-stealing real estate agents. How it's all thanks to him that if the buyers bought their house, they could move to the city and buy a bigger house. Not with the money you offered them. He couldn't get a house smaller anywhere with the money he offered to the buyers. Idiot. He is really not in the right mind. Grandma's pissed and the tensions are running high now. She keeps plotting about what she should do when she gets back to the summer house, and I am worried about her blood pressure. Sorry this was long, but I wanted to rant about Karen. Thanks for reading. TLDR. 70-year-old crazy neighbor who is known to be abusing his wife tries to steal potential buyers from my grandma and then brags about it.